Oh. Good evening for whoever will show up. Amanda, Rosie. Oh my God, that's a surprise. Hello, Amanda. And I decided to do this because I had an amazing year. I'm going to talk about the experiences that I had in my life that helped me so much. Let me see. Okay, it's working. And because everybody wants to be happy, and to be happy is very difficult. I hardly find a person who is happy. Okay, I need to see this. I'm sorry, but it's something. Oh my gosh, yes, I see. Okay. Today I have a session, a person that I know for many, many years, many decades, maybe 4 decades. This person always have the energy of an unhappy person. Last week he came to visit me and he told me his life. I just felt for him so much. He had a very terrible, terrible life. Then I understood why he had this unhappy face. And everything came from the family and from other lives. However, what I wanted to tell you today is, in my opinion, what is the reason it's difficult to be happy. And I'm going to just read this video because it's I don't know how long it is. But Paramahansa Yogananda this says, don't take life so seriously. Now, this is not that easy because life seems to be really serious and painful. But let's say what he says. Don't take life so seriously. This world is a terrible place. There is no safety here. I'm sorry for the bad news, but it's true. Unless we do something, and now it comes. But what are we to do? We must stop taking life so seriously. Now, in order to have that consciousness, to stop taking life seriously, we need to be anchored in the connection with God that brings us happiness and peace and calmness. I am just going ahead of Paramahansa Yogananda's words. Delusion means, in Paramahansa Yogananda's teaching and the teachings from India, is that the illusion that we are just this physical body. In reality, we are a soul. But we don't understand because it's very difficult to understand. Delusion can be overcome by holding steadfastly to one's philosophy. Everything here is nothing more than God's motion picture. Paramahansa Yogananda talks about again and again and again that this is a picture, this is a movie. But it's a very hard to live movie because we have pain and suffering. Don't make a fuss about anything. Whenever you worry, remember, you are deepening the cosmic delusion within you. It is your own dreams that frighten you. Remember that. It takes a little deep understanding to live in that way. In every form of sense, experience, you must remind yourself it is a dream. I know it's difficult, but I will tell you how we can do that. Therefore, it doesn't matter whether we scrub floors or whether we are leaders of great nations, because in this life we may be having a work as a clerk, and on the other life we were the Queen of England or a princess somewhere in the world, or I have pretty good celebrities within my clients and friends that had glamorous lives before and now they have a simple life. And that's okay. So it doesn't matter whether we scrub floors or whether we are leaders of great nations. I have a woman who has been the Queen of England in past life. Unless we know that we are merely playing a part on the stage of time, we will suffer from the dualities inherent in the consciousness of being identified with these different stations and conditions. So, it doesn't matter if in the last time we were a princess, a prince, a queen, whatever, because we have to do what we have to do in this lifetime with the tools that we have. If we were a great personality in other lifetimes, phenomenal. Let's learn from that and apply it to this life. Stage actors, this is very important, listen to this. Stage actors do not bemoan, that means being pain, their particular parts, but enact their roles to the best of their ability, knowing they are temporary portrayals. Do you see? You see, I always found funny to be an actor for me, because they are playing a funny part. But this is what we are doing in this world, in this lifetime. So we have to have the consciousness that we are doing a part in the stage of this life, in the motion picture of God. If in a dream you strike your dream head on a dream wall, you will have a dream skull fracture. Wake up and you are healed from your dream injury. I know you are saying Carlos lost his marbles. One, and this is the part that is very important. Once Sri Mrilalini Mata was one of the successors in Self-Realization Fellowship, the organization founded by Paramahansa Yogananda, that I've been part of practicing the meditation technique since 1978, I believe. Hola, Silvia. Once Mrinalini Mata and others were meditating with Yogananda. After a while, Yogananda opened his eyes and began to laugh, saying, "It is such a joke that Divine Mother is playing on all of you. The Divine Mother is an aspect of God, is a feminine aspect of God. You think this is so real. This is the problem, we think that all this is real." Then he looked at the disciples sitting around him, and he said, with tears of compassion in his eyes, real tears, "But I feel for you all, because to you it is yet real. Don't take it seriously." Mrinalini Mata is somewhere here. Is from Paramahansa Yogananda, the one that is in the, let me see if I can just show you. Paramahansa Yogananda is there, 1, 2, 3 women on the same row. That's Mrinalini Mata, who was a saint. So I think that's all. So, what I learned in life, following the teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda, that the only way to understand that this life is a dream, that we are playing a movie in the screen of our consciousness, in this playground, in this stage of the world, the only way is to go deep in meditation. Hola, hello B, big hug and Happy New Year to all of you, the few people that are here. After 40 years meditating, I got to a very nice state of consciousness where I learned that. And I will tell you what happened today. I went to buy water. I have these big gallons of 5 gallons of water, and I'm going to bring one. Please don't go away. So can you see that it's broken? So I was in the water store with 5 of these gallons in the cart, and I was going through the cement to go to the back of my minivan, and there was a hole, one of the wheels went there, the car flipped, and the 5 bottles fell down on the floor. This was broken. 2 others completely broken, spilling water all over the place. I managed to put them up. These and 2 were safe. The others, one has had a hole. I had to throw away immediately the other one. And when I was driving home or during the disaster, people were looking at me and say, "Oh, what a pity, what a waste of water." You know what happened inside of me? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was at peace. And this is an amazing feeling, and I've been getting to that stage, especially on in this year, because amazing things happen in my life. Maybe we have to get together. I know that you have a wonderful boyfriend that I'm so happy for you. Hola, Lino. But I would love to share the things that happen in my life. And I don't have a girlfriend, okay? Maybe this is why I am happy. And so I am telling you this because everyone can get to that state of peace. That things happen. You may have a car accident. You may fall down and break something or injure, but you are at peace. There is a song from Paramahansa Yogananda. Oh, life is sweet and a dream when thy song flows through me, my Lord, when thy song flows through me. Can you see the orbs? I've been seeing orbs since I came. So, and the other part is, then health is sweet, sickness a dream, when thy song flows through me. And when thy song flows through me means when we feel the peace and the joy of deep meditation. And I believe I got there. What happened to me with the water today, that spilled everything, I broke 3 of my water bottles, I have to buy new ones, and I felt absolutely nothing. Not pain, no sorrow, no happiness, nothing. This is the path of the yogi, that we are not overjoyed and we are not over in pain. We are in the middle. And I am sharing that with you because you can get there. However, the way that I got there is through deep meditation over the years. Every year I made progress. I started having this even-mindedness. The first years of meditation, more and more. Then I married. I went through all stage of up and down. But in the last 3 years, that peace was consolidating. Okay, 6:15. I have to. There are more things that I wanted to tell you, but in summary, is this: the way to be happy is not to be attached to things, but above all, people. And the attachment to people is the strongest one. We can be attached to a friend, we can be attached to a romantic relationship, we can be attached to a spiritual teacher. That's why When I teach Reiki, I tell my students, you don't give your power away to anybody in this world, to your husband, to your wife, to your boyfriend, to your children, not even to your Reiki teacher. And Paramahansa Yogananda, in one of the videos that I put in my Facebook page today, says, I don't want anybody to be attached to my personality. We can be attached to a good friend. We can be attached romantically to someone. And that's a problem, because as soon as we are attached, God will send us a test. So we suffer and we try to heal the attachment. So the ways to be happy is to be detached from everything. Like Paramahansa Yogananda says, do everything with a consciousness that you are doing it for God. And then feeling the peace and the love in this deep meditation. Come to the meditation once a month, and let's do the healing now, because I have to go to celebrate the new year with some friends. All right, we start right now. I remind you, you lay on a bed, make the intention, I am receiving a healing session from Carlos, and to join the group, which is a wonderful group, I know most of you. Make an intention. I don't want to suffer with the attachment to this, to that, to whatever. I want the root cause of this attachment to be dissolved. And the attachments that I had to people that made me suffer so much. I had the worst experience of my life 2.5 years ago. I have a broken heart, and it was healed with 3 sessions, distant sessions. So take advantage of these sessions. And the attachment and the situation with that person and another one that I didn't know much was healed. So take advantage of that. As I don't want to be attached to this situation, this thing, this person, like a people when they buy a new car, I don't want my car to be scratched and blah 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 blah, and then living in Los Angeles is more likely that in a few years we have a lot of scratches. Who cares? But be attached to people is very difficult because we get pain. I don't want to be attached anymore, and the deeper intention, I want the root cause of this attachment to be removed, and then feel your body. Okay, let's begin now. I'm going to play my harmonium. Just hola Chela, hola Adri, hola Sally. A big hug Chela and Adri, and Happy New Year to everyone. Let's start the session right now. Happy New Year for everyone. Looks like nobody has seen it yet. Let me know if anybody is still watching. And if you're not watching, it's fine. Warrior Girl, Judith, how are you? And Lita. I have two students here. Hola Judith. Hola Lita. Happy New Year for everyone. So, to summarize what I was saying, in order to be happy, we need to contact our soul, to be in touch with our soul. The only way to be in touch with our soul is through meditation. There is no other way. If you know another way, let me know. Deep meditation, and I suggest you, if you want to evolve in your spiritual path, I highly recommend the teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda. I've been practicing those teachings for 42 years and I never get tired, bored. We have to do it every day. So I was saying that we need to have. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Lino. Happy New Year for everyone. We have to have the attachment, not to be attached to people and to things. When we are attached to things, material things, the things get broken or taken away from us, we suffer. Attached to people. And believe me, not to be attached to people, when we are in contact with God through deep meditation, we develop unconditional love. And if people are taken away from us, in one way or another, we don't suffer. The other thing is surrender. Surrender doesn't mean that we give up. Surrender means that we accept the things as they are. And it doesn't mean if you're suffering because we are in a toxic relationship, we are in a world that we don't like, we give up and we let people take advantage of us or people walk over us. That means we accept as it is and we do our best to get out, to heal the situation or to get out of the situation. Surrender when things don't go our way. Do you think that things go my way all the time? Today I would love to be with my family, and unfortunately I can't. But I am happy because I replace that physical proximity with my family, my ex-wife, my 3 kids, with the happiness that comes from inside. I would love to be with a couple of friends that I have, but I can't. So we need to accept the things as they are, with the trust that everything comes from God. And again, if the things are not nice, we need to do something to make it better. So I wish you, to all of you, a better new year. I'm not fond of New Year's resolution. I never done any New Year resolution. I do a new resolution every day. To wake up earlier, not to be lazy in the bed for half an hour. Those are the 2 biggest challenges that I have in life, which is nothing. And to be happy no matter what. And when I feel a little lonely, when I feel a little not that happy, I go to run to the park, or I go to the gym, I go to the sauna to move the endorphins. and I'm happy again. And of course, to meditate deeply. Okay, everybody, I had to go. I wish you a safe and happy new year with your family, with your friends, and if you are alone, just think of count your blessings instead of ships. I love you all. Bye bye. Let me see if in YouTube there is Judith. Happy New Year. Thank you for the session. You're very welcome, Judith. And we are going to talk to see when we get together, Judith. Bye, everybody. Okay, how do we do this?